Hi, my name is Tanya Basak. I'm the undergraduate chair in the Department of Sociology and Criminology that also offers an interdisciplinary degree in family and social relations. And I will be talking to you about what your first term in the first year is going to look like. First, I want to tell you how excited we are that you've been accepted into our program. We hope that you will have fun starting your journey at the University of Windsor, and we would like to show you what your fall semester is going to look like. So keep in mind that there are some courses that are required for you to complete your degree, and other courses are optional. So I will be talking about courses that you need to take, and then courses you can choose to take. Required courses are those that are needed for your degree, but also they are prerequisites for some upper level courses. So it's really important to pay attention to the required courses and the sequencing of these courses. So I'll tell you about what you need to do in the first semester so that you can successfully get to the second semester and then move on. So in the first semester, you will be required to take GARD 1500, Effective Writing. Everyone who is a first-year student in the Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Science, which we call FOSS, so everyone in that faculty has to take GARD 1500. You also will need to take an arts course and a language or science course, and some courses that are listed on the languages count as arts courses. Some count as language/science. And so when you look these courses up on the web, you'll see which ones count as arts and which ones are language/science. And some of them count as either language or as arts. Students studying within the Faculty of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences are encouraged to review the FOSS overview page in order to figure out what they need to take. Okay, so one course that you will be required to take is SACRE 1100, Foundations of Social Life. In that course, we introduce students to the key concepts, theories, and methods that we use in sociology, anthropology, and criminology. And we focus on important issues and study them from multiple perspectives that allow us to develop and exercise sociological imagination. So we cover a variety of topics in this course, and topics include crime and deviance and family and social relations, which is what you guys are interested in. But we also talk about culture, and we talk about social inequality, including gender issues and class and race and ethnicity, sexual orientation, sexuality, and disability, aging, etc. Now, in GARD 1500, Effective Writing Part 1, and it's Part 1 because there's also Part 2 that you'll be taking in the winter, but in Part 1, you'll be developing effective writing skills for communicating your ideas effectively in both the academic and other contexts. And you will cover proper grammar, paragraph writing conventions, academic learning, and critical thinking. In addition to these two courses, I recommend that you take one social science course, one arts course, and one language or science course. Okay. So this is what your first semester is going to look like. You'll be taking SACRE 1100, GARD 1500, one social science course, one arts course, and one language or science. Now, I suggest that you register for SACRE 1100 as soon as possible because that course fills up. this course is required for sociology, criminology, family and social relations students, but also students in other faculties. For instance, students who take environmental studies are also required to take this course. So it fills up. What happens if it's already full and you can't get into it? Well, in that case, take Sakura 1000, Understanding Social Life. It's better if you take Sakura 1100 because that course is for majors, where Sakura 1000 is for non-majors. We would prefer it if you took Sakura 1100. It would prepare you for upper level courses better than Sakura 1000. However, if you're stuck, then take Sakura 1000. It'll still count towards your degree. Let me give you some tips for planning a successful semester. To begin with, let's talk about what you should expect to learn in your courses, and not only in your first semester, but throughout your academic career. But start learning those things in semester number 1. Learn to question commonly accepted truth, and I put truth quote unquote, because as we all know, there are lots of facts and opinions that are out there. And sometimes they're based on some research. Often they are not founded in any research, any scientific knowledge. So we use sociological, criminological research. We use knowledge that we acquire through doing, when we do research, to debunk some of these accepted truths, quote unquote. And you will be learning to manage your time differently from the way you manage your time in high school. Because in high school, you often get homework daily or weekly, it's on a regular basis and you have to submit it. It's not like that at the university. Some courses ask you to submit frequent assignments, but many courses don't require this kind of work discipline. You're often not, you're assigned readings, but you are not required to submit any notes on your readings. You're not tested on your readings on a weekly basis. Instead, you would have a midterm exam, and it would be 4 or 5 weeks before you have your midterm exam. And then all of a sudden, ba-bam, you have to go through a lot of readings to prepare yourself for a midterm exam. And if you haven't stayed on top stop on your weekly assignments, then there's too much for you to learn, too much to absorb before the exam. And that creates panic and stress. And we all know that we don't work well under stress. So don't create stress for yourself. You look at your course outline, your course syllabus, and check what's assigned for each week and try to stay on top of those readings. You'll also be learning to collaborate with others. You'll work independently, but also other times you'll work with other students in your class. Now, don't be afraid to ask your professors or teaching assistants to clarify their ideas. Sometimes, we don't explain things well enough and students are confused. So if you are confused, then that means things were not explained well enough. So raise your hand and ask your professor or your teaching assistant to go over it again until you understand it well. Don't be afraid to express your views. And when you express your views, provide specific examples. Question everything you read or you hear from others. That's how you develop critical thinking skills. Don't be afraid to question your instructor. It's fine. Your instructors won't get mad at you. If you can present some evidence that contradicts what they say, that's fine. It'll be something that other students will learn from, and your professors will appreciate that you're presenting different perspectives. Engage in debates. We ask questions in class and ask students to reflect on some issues, to offer comments. So don't be afraid to participate in this discussion and engage in debates that may be set up by your professors, and explore new ideas and new subjects. So if you major in family and social relations, try to see whether taking a course in history would offer new perspectives for you, something in political science or psychology. Well, psychology will be included in family and social relations, so will be history, but there will be specific courses that I will be included in family and social relations. And I want to emphasize that family and social relations is an interdisciplinary program, right? So there are some courses from women and gender studies that are listed there, some from psychology, definitely from sociology, but a history. But in addition to the courses that are listed as electives for the family and social relations program, try to take something else that is completely different. Take something from communication studies. That could be very useful. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. We all learn from our mistakes. So don't be discouraged. And now start thinking about your careers and start thinking about what useful skills you're learning at the university that will help you with your careers, but also with some immediate jobs that you might be applying for. So reflect on the skills that you learn in each class, such as teamwork, problem solving, oral presentation skills, writing, media literacy, whatever skills you acquire. Reflect on them, saying, what is it that I'm learning now? And when I'm interviewed for a job, what can I tell the person who's interviewing me about the skills that I'm acquiring at the university? That would help you to get a job. And also volunteer at an organization where you hope to get a job in the future, or a similar type of an organization. And also engage in student activities and extracurricular activities. Join a student club. There is a criminology society. There are some other clubs. So there is a list that is available online. Scroll through it and find something that you're interested in and join that club. It's fun to engage in those activities on campus. Also, if there is an opportunity, do research with your professors. Now, to help you select your courses, we have a lot of advisors on campus. Each program has an advisor. So don't hesitate to get in touch with your advisor and discuss your selection. But if you know what you're taking, what you're interested in, what you would like to take, here's a link that you need to click on, and it'll take you through registration step by step. So good luck and see you in the full semester.